Hey everyone, how are we doing today? I've got another video going for you, and this time we're doing an unboxing video. I got a couple of packages in the mail, and we got a box from Bill Bacardi, which I really didn't know was coming, and a box from Matt Wilson, which I did know was coming. So let's go ahead and take care of this one, and then that one actually didn't get taped up. Taped up on the sides. There we go. And this one is another one of the lock or pin makers of the world, Unite locks. And I've already done lock number 10, and this I believe is lock number 3. Yep, lock number 3. And let's open this up, see who's picked this one. This one's only been picked by Matthew Wilson. So once I'm done with it, I'll send it to some of the other guys that are on the list. And we'll take a look here and see what we got. Nice evil pinning. Pretty deep here in the front. Still love that keyway. Little ticky, not too bad. And you know, Pete Restall did a great job with these. They're pretty cool, really cool stuff. So this one's got some names I've not picked a whole lot of, but I've picked some of them definitely. But we got Mechanic Dan, Matthew Wilson, Flying Locksman, T&J's Lockpicking, Pickbeard, ZBZZN/Boris. Actually don't know him. Paul Locke, Supalama, Dr. V, Mechanic Dan, Bobby Keys, Sanok, West Coast Picks, and Pick Me. So a lot of great pick makers on here. A lot of good lock pickers have contributed to this. So that'll be coming up on videos sometime, hopefully before too long. A little bit of note, guys, and been meaning to make this announcement is right now I've been extremely busy. I'm actually house hunting right now, and getting some time to get to the lock picking and lock making and stuff like that has been a little bit difficult. So if you're pending a trade with me, be a little bit on the patient side with me, please. And everybody else, one other thing that's going to be happening is, you know how I like to release a video every day? That's going to be coming to a close here real soon. So it's going to be happening probably every other day until I finish my move, which is probably a couple of months out. But lots of good stuff going on. And this box from Bill Bacardi, another thing that goes to how good of a high caliber guy he is. He was watching one of my videos, and I'd mentioned I was running low on locks that weren't in my naughty bucket. And he mentioned in a comment, he said, yeah, I want to put together a box for you. And today, while I was at work, he said, surprise, there's a box in your P.O. box. So I went to go open up a P.O. box, and of course, there's a little package. So let's see what he put in here. This one, he says, is for my collection. That's probably a big puck lock. I've never seen one. I've never actually had a puck lock in here before. Let's see what that is. It's kind of what it feels like. Ah, it's an American lock puck lock. And this thing is flipping heavy, guys. Series 2000. An American lock puck lock. That ought to be pretty fun to fix. How these work. Put the key in, turn it, and pull the core out. And it looks like pretty much a standard kind of American core. And it looks like I could pull the core out by undoing this hex nut right here, which I need to probably stay in frame, don't I? That's awesome. And this one's it's got a 6-pin key, so it's a 6-pinner. That's great. Thanks, Bill. I appreciate that. That is a freaking cool lock. I definitely don't have any of these. But Series 2000 American puck lock. It'll display pretty good sitting like that. Some on a small little stand. My American lock collection's grown in leaps and bounds, and it's about to overflow a shelf, and I'm going to have to start moving them down to another shelf. But that's pretty freaking cool. So let's move that off here. It looks like I see in this other bag. He sent. There's a loaner, and he's digging at me on this one. He says he went easy on the bidding on this one, bud. Bill Bacardi number 57. I always comment on how really, really hard his biddings are. And still, even not going bad, that's still a good bidding. And he's probably poking a little bit of fun at me there, but that's a cool Yale. I love that. Thanks, Bill. Let's see here. That's a quick set challenge lock by, it actually says by Jeff Moss. Oh, yeah, it is. It's got the JM on the key. So I've only picked one of Jeff Moss's challenge locks before, so that should be fun. This is a multi-lock. That bag doesn't say loaner on it, and I love my multi-locks. Man, I like them. They're fun. US Star with a multi-lock key. Huh. It works pretty darn smooth. I wonder if it's as high tolerance as a multi-lock. But US Star. That pin in the back is way low with a pretty high inside cut there. If you take a look at that dimple. Yeah, that's going to be more good times. I'm looking forward to it. I love me my multi-locks, and I've got some multi-locks chilling out in my naughty bucket. Apache Locksport, another great guy across the pond. He has sent me some multi-locks, and some of them are pretty tough. And I've got another Medico to pick on. Whew, I have never successfully picked a Medico, guys. These things are something else. I believe this one's a biaxial. It's definitely got the feel of the yeah, it's definitely got that sidebar feel. But and it's a loaner, so if you don't mind me hanging on to this loaner for a long time, Bill, it's alright, because I've even got Medico Duracams, which are technically supposed to be quite a bit easier to pick than these, and I've not had any luck with them. I've got a Medico 51S biaxial that Red Eye sent me a while back, and I've been able to get it with 4 pins, but as soon as I put that 5th pin in it, it just blows my world away. But man, these things are fun picks. I see a lot of good pickers picking these. One of these days, I'll be joining the Medico Club, I swear. But thank you very much, Bill. I'll give it a shot, man. And, well, for those of you that pending packages going out, my package for my 400th video just went out. And there's a few of you that I'm pending trades with. Chris Aarons, Bill Bacardi, I'm actually putting some locks together for you. Pick Me, I'm putting some locks together for you. Bobby Keys, I've got a package going out to you, but it doesn't have any locks in it. It's just a package of goodies. And let's see here. There's other people on the list, but I'm not bringing them up right here now because I'm not looking at the list and I can't remember everything. But anyway, thanks Matt Wilson for sending me this. I hope you're enjoying the number 10 that I sent you. And Bill, thanks for this American lock. It is a really cool lock. I've never had one of these in my hands before. I'm going to have fun with it. And thanks for all this other great stuff. I highly appreciate it. I'm going to have fun with this because it's not a multi-lock brand multi-lock. Awesome. All right, everyone, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. And as always, you know what? No, I'm not going to cut it right there. I'm going to pick a lock. I'm going to pick this Jeff Moss lock. I think I've got time to do it. Yeah, with all this house hunting, I mean, I've been looking at the house listings for hours every night. It's been sucking up almost all my time. And, you know, I always like to keep a video or 2 or 10 in the can. And right now, I don't have any videos pre-recorded. I'm doing a video as I get to them right now. So let's go for 50 thousandths. Let's go with this guy right here. There we go. And as far as the pick I want to stick in there, I want to start out with my short hook. There's a click off of 1, click from 2, nothing on 3, click from 4. That was actually a little bit of me scraping against the back of the lock trying to feel if there's a pin back there. I do that quite often on these quick sets. This bar is getting in my way a little bit. Let's grab a different one. I wonder if this big fat guy will fit in here. Yeah, it does. This is a huge tension wrench, guys. I kind of made it oversized on purpose. And I don't want to use that pick. I actually want to use my swoop. Okay, nice click from 1, little click from 2. Okay, keep getting a little bit of turn on the core here. There we go, that opened us up. That was pin 3. So I think there might be stock security pins in here. Yeah, there's how big that tension bar is, guys. It's oversized. I use it for picking multi-locks most of the time. Okay, let's get this out of here. Grab my pinning tray. If I can remember which drawer I stuck my little screwdriver in, there it is. Okay, and my follower. I didn't feel any T-pins. Everything went in with a definite click. But this one kind of has that little step down there. Just go ahead and shove a shim the bridge gap. As we can see, every pin needed to be picked. Got a standard in 1, standard in 2, standard in 3, 4, and 5. And there's no modifications done up top or done in the bottom. Knowing Jeff Munster's, probably not any modifications to the top too. But I do have a nice deep spool, and actually that looks like a homemade spool. We got a standard. Okay, that's a homemade serrated. With another homemade serrated, very nice sharp serrations. And 6 is a little bit stuck right now, or 5. Oh, it's not stuck, it's just got a really weak spring. So let's go ahead and dump these springs out in order. Little half spring in 1, a steel spring in 2, steel spring in 3, steel spring in 4, and that don't want to come out. So this stuck a little bit. I mean, I could probably grip that. Let's see here. There we go. Ah, there we go. It was wrapped onto the spring. And that one's kind of like one of those Dom wafer drivers. It's got a T-pin with 3 wafers drilled onto it. Another homemade pin. Pretty cool stuff. Let's look at these homemade pins on the top real quick. Okay. So I've got a homemade spool. Nice, real deep spool with a half spring. A standard. A nicely serrated with a steel spring. Then I've got a very nicely serrated, lots of serrations, very sharp lips on them with a steel spring. Then I've got this one that's got a kind of T-pin with a bunch of wafers on it, and it's pushed onto the spring here. And that's a little bitty spring. It's the other half of this spring, I believe. That's pretty cool. And Bill Bacardi, thanks for sending me the package. I really appreciate it. Every step of the way, man. And Matthew Wilson, once again, thanks. And like I said, guys, the videos are going to be either sporadic, and I'm going to try to do every other day, but house hunting takes up a lot of time. So everyone, stay safe, don't do anything illegal, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe.